This is Say Hi to Live. Hi guys, I'm Ellen.
And I'm Eric.
And this is I Love That. And it is a podcast that we're doing for our son Jack. He's 22 years old. We thought instead of just telling him the stories or writing them down, that we would record them so that he could have them forever. So we're doing tales.com. It's a life story interview kit, and they're just basically questions about our lives that we answer on our recording, and we're on TikTok Live as well right now too. So that's what we're doing. And we're in midlife now. So we've recorded over 50.
Yeah,
for sure. And this is my husband, Eric. And I'm Ellen. I already said that. And this is our dog, Bella, one of our doggies. One of our 3 doggies. The other 2 are locked up because they make problems for us. What to talk about is that first of all, it's
the 15th.
It's the 15th, March 15th, 2026. There's a blizzard outside that just started about, 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm talking a blizzard. So
you can't see. We have maybe, 300 yards across the street to the other houses, and we can barely see them.
Right. So that's weird. No climate change, eh?
Yeah. The climate changes every day.
Right?
Here.
I mean, literally every day.
Jack and I were out putting the grill together yesterday. It was so nice. We were sweating.
Right? And now it's blizzard outside.
And now it's a blizzard.
So bizarre. Nebraska weather. We're in Omaha, Nebraska. That's where we live. And we went to Vegas last week, up till Tuesday of this week. So, yeah, it was super fun. We went to see the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere.
Right.
And that was awesome. Jack got an apple that fell from the trees. We went to the Neon Sign Museum. We went to Gordon Ramsay Burger, which was amazing. We had a $50 burger.
Yeah.
We split it.
Pretty good.
It was pretty good. And yeah, we just generally had a really good time. So we had at the last day, the last full day, we went to a candy shop called I Love Sugar or something like that. And they had a martini bar upstairs where you could get actual ginormous martinis, candy flavored. And then they put a little top around it, a little plastic top on the top. And they poured a whole bag of gummy candies on top. So it was crazy. Yeah. But it was super fun. And then we had Mexican food. Yeah, it was really good. It was a good time. So, yeah, we were celebrating Brianna's 21st birthday because she turned 21 in January, and she didn't get to go anywhere. So that's what we did.
Yep.
So it was super fun.
It was fun.
Way fun. Do you have anything that you want to talk about?
No. We went to Vegas.
Yeah.
And
you got sick.
Yeah, I got sick one of the days. Wasn't feeling too hot.
Again.
It was just all the rich food. Cinnamon roll French toast are delicious.
Yeah.
But so bad for my stomach.
Yeah. They had at the cafe downstairs at Planet Hollywood, they have cinnamon roll French toast and they have croissant French toast, which is amazing. So, yeah, I had that. And yeah, we're just old people now. We can't
go crazy like we used to.
We can't eat rich food anymore because our stomachs get upset. So, yeah. Anyways, that was fun. I'm still catching up on laundry. but I'll get there eventually. And that's kind of about it. So, anything else you want to talk about?
Not that I can think of.
Oh, we got tattoos.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see them.
Better like that.
We got crowns. I have the girl crown and he has the boy crown. We got tattoos at Planet 13.
Yeah.
It was the tattoo parlor right next door to Planet 13 in the same little mall. Planet 13 is the biggest dispensary in the country. So we went there, did some gardening, and then got tattoos.
Yeah.
$20 tattoos.
$20 for a tattoo.
Yeah. So couldn't beat that. Can we cut for a second? And we're back. So, well, I guess do you want to get into our question?
Sure.
This week? Okay. Let's go.
Sure. Here we go. What were your first years of marriage like?
Oh boy. Wow. They were a lot.
They were.
That's when we had all of our fighting.
Yeah.
You know? But
yeah.
We started fighting like immediately. But it was at least passionate, you know, it was passionate. We were passionate. And I didn't have that in my former relationship. My ex-husband didn't really fight with me. I just kind of walked all over him, which was awful, of course. But so when I started fighting with Eric, at least it was something, you know, and it wasn't knock down, drag out. It was just, I was being a bitch, probably.
And they were never long. I mean, we always made up.
No.
But yeah, I was like, what the hell, dude? We're fine. We get married and now we're fighting. What the hell did we do?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It was rough. But I mean, you know, we still love each other, and
yeah. Well, 9/11 happened
right before we got married. Oh, right after we got married.
Because we were going to get married on 9/11 because, you know, it's funny.
911 because we fight so much, right? And boy, we're glad. What we did is we had a tax return, a decent sized tax return, and we had been looking at venues to get married. And we said we could either have a wedding or a honeymoon. So we decided to go to Hawaii by ourselves and have a wedding and honeymoon. And so we did that. And then, what was it, 4 months later?
Something like that.
Yeah. 4 months later, 9/11 happened. So, and then we had the Mormon boys who came over to our house and caught us at home. And for some reason, we answered the door. And yeah, they were on mission. They were on missions from from Utah, I assume, in San Jose. So they were sweet boys. So we let them in and we talked to them and they talked to us, and we let them in a few more times because they were so sweet. Hey, I remember one time, the one of them was like, "Can I sing for you?" And I was like, "Sure, I gotta go to the bathroom." And he started singing to Eric and on the couch. And I was just like, I was in the bedroom, doubled over, laughing, like peeing my pants because it was so funny. Because I saw Eric's face, just like, what is happening now? You're singing to me, like right next to you.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was hilarious. But yeah, they kept coming back, and shoot, finally we had to move.
Yep.
We couldn't get rid of them. We did go to their church one time, which was probably a huge mistake. Was obviously a huge mistake. But everyone kept saying, "Gosh, I feel like I know you. I feel like I've known you in a different different time or place or whatever. And then we find out that that's part of the Mormon religion, is that you have like different, not lives, but you could have met each other before, right?
Yeah.
Was that
You
it?
existed before.
Right. Somehow. And so they were all like bending over backwards for us. But we didn't go back after that, and we moved away. We moved to Sunnyvale. So, which wasn't that far of a move, but we had to move to an apartment because.
But on feet, it's too far for them to walk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they didn't have bikes or anything. They were just walking. So that was fun. What else did we do after we got married?
Gosh, man.
I got let go. I got caught up in the .com bust. So where I was working with Eric at HDR architecture, I got let go because they let go a bunch of people because .com was tanking. And so that sucked. But I got a job over at Blockbuster, which I absolutely loved, right? So I worked at Blockbuster.
Yep.
Eric worked at HDR still, and then finally
For a while.
And then did we get pregnant? I think we got pregnant like 3 years after.
Yeah.
So we got pregnant with Jack, and it took us 9 months to get pregnant with him. And but then Eric decided that I was kind of like, can we move back to Long Beach if we can? Because that's where all my family is and friends, we didn't have anybody out in San Jose, Sunnyvale area, except friends. So, but I really wanted to move back. And so Eric started looking for jobs in LA, and he found one. So we moved back to Long Beach, and that's where we had Jack, 27 weeks, 3 months early.
Yep.
So that was another huge test of our marriage was having a super preemie baby. But it really brought us back. It brought us closer together, because we had to be united on what we were going to do as far as going to see Jack
and treatment and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, every day. Yeah, because we had to make some decisions, and so we had to be on the same page. We had to be for each other, and we were. I mean, it was rough after we brought him home because he was a baby. We didn't know what to do with him.
What do you do with this thing?
I don't know what to do with a baby. I mean, I babysat plenty, but it's different when it's your own kid. When the first night we brought him home, in fact, we'd never really heard him cry because he slept all day, right? And they got him up at night, we found out. They got the babies up at night to give them baths and play with them.
And
so when we tried to put him down for bed that night, he screamed and cried the whole time. We thought we were doing something wrong. So we called the nurse at the NICU and said, "What is happening here?" And that's when she told us that they play with the babies at night. So we're going to have to get him onto the schedule that we want. I'm like, can't you just do that yourself?
I know.
You could have done that earlier. He's like 2.5 months old now, as far as, we were concerned.
Yeah.
But anyway, we learned a lot, bought a lot of cute clothes. Our marriage was still volatile because we were just both super passionate. And then my mom was involved at that point, and she was a lot to deal with as well. So yeah, it was rough. It was rough the first 5 years of our marriage. I would
say that.
But we made it through, and what else did we do? after we got married. Because we lived.
Cinequest. We worked at Cinequest.
Oh, we did Cinequest. Yeah, Cinequest is a San Jose film festival. And I was going to De Anza College in Cupertino or Mountain View.
Cupertino.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
And I was taking film classes, and my film professor put my name in to the Cinequest people to do an internship for PR. And so I did that, and I was doing everything for free, but man, oh man, the payoff was amazing.
It was. Got to meet some really, really cool people. And
like
William
H. Macy.
That's right.
William
He
H.
did
Macy.
a talk, and we went.
Yeah.
You were super involved with it, weren't you? I was just in the crowd.
I wasn't super involved with it. In fact, that was the night that we went home because I was feeling so sick.
Oh, right.
And so I didn't stay for his talk, but I did walk up to him, even though I was not supposed to. I walked up to him when he was waiting to go on, and I said, Mr. Macy, I love your movies. I thought Door to Door was spectacular, and I appreciate you being here. And he was like, oh my gosh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that. So we met Val Kilmer. You did.
Yeah, sat right next to me. He snuck up on me. I was sitting in the aisle taking pictures.
Yeah, Eric was taking pictures, and I was doing the writing.
And and the lights are off, and this guy comes up and sits next to me
on the floor.
And I was like, oh, just somebody else getting pictures. And I look over, it's Val Kilmer. He's sitting there waiting to go on. I was like,
I was watching you the whole time too. I was like looking at you, going, "That's Val Kilmer." What did he say to you?
I didn't even remember. It was just in passing.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, I don't even remember what he said.
We met James Woods.
Yeah.
Got pictures with him. I met Lupe Ontiveros from Real Women Have Curves. I actually got to be in the car with her, in the back seat with her, driving to her hotel. So we got to chat a lot, which was awesome. Who else did we have that year? Oh, Jeremy Sisto.
Right.
I spent a whole evening with him, basically.
Sitting at the bar talking.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. No one was around him. So
people are afraid to approach people, I think.
Celebrities.
Yeah.
I'm not, obviously. So, but Jeremy Sisto was in Suburgatory, and he's also in one of the SVUs or something. He's in that.
He's got a list of
in LA
movies and shows that's so long.
He was Elton in Clueless.
Yeah.
But so I stood with him at the bar for probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, just chatting with him. And people would come up and say, hey, do you think you might be interested in looking at our movie? Possibly, because there's a million filmmakers there.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, sure. Here's my agent's number, blah, 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 blah. So, but not very many people came up to him at all. So it was really fun talking to him. Who else? We met filmmakers who brought their films to Cinequest. I did a lot of just goofy PR for them, and a whole newsletter, front and then open and then back. Every single night, Eric and I would put that together because he had pictures and I was doing most of the writing. And yeah, it was super, super incredible fun. I had a moment when we were about to go out to address the crowd for the debut film, and I was walking with Catherine and one of the other intern people. Catherine was in charge of us, but one of the others, and we were walking in the lobby, and I was like, hold on a second, I'm flipping out. I'm going to flip out. Hold on. And I felt this whole surreal weirdness come over me. So I was just like, hold on. And they're like, don't flip out. And I was like, okay. Just let me take it in for a second. Let me take a breath and realize what in the hell we're doing here and how cool this is. And let's go. So the whole week was amazing. I did get sick one day that I went to work, but I had to leave because we partied with the filmmakers and actors and stuff after work, like after the films were shown every night. So that's when we got pregnant with Jack.
Yeah.
In a drunken
At a party.
Yeah. Well, we got pregnant, at least.
Yeah.
Because, I found out in March. I think I found out in March. And that was in February. Sitting Quest was in February. So, and then we had the whole Jack situation and pregnancy and stuff.
Yep.
But as far as our relationship went,
we were pretty solid then.
We were solid by the time we got pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like, good. I had calmed down a little bit. He had started taking medication for his rage outbursts, his PTSD situation from Desert Storm. And I had calmed down a little bit, at least.
Yeah.
Just some. So, it was a lot. I mean, we were always doing something.
Yeah.
Which was good because it kept us from fighting.
Yeah.
At all. But we still had lots of passion, which is fantastic.
Yeah. Even when we fought, it was very intense, I thought.
Well, yeah, very intense. But then we'd make up and it was very intense.
And it was, yeah.
We were just both really intense with each other. It started, we were just, I don't even know how to explain it. We were just like glued together.
Like peas and carrots.
Peas and carrots, yeah. Just glued together. Like we knew we were never going to leave each other, right. No matter what we were fighting about. I never had any sort of an inkling of saying, look, I'm out of here if you don't shape up or whatever. I said that at the very beginning when we very first moved in with each other because Eric's temper was kind of crappy. He didn't do anything to me, but he'd throw things across the room and shit and just get real enraged. So, found out that was PTSD from Desert Storm. So got him on medication and he took him down several levels, which was really nice. So, but we moved a bunch of times and, we moved before we even had Jack.
Our first years, it says?
Yeah.
Because we had Jack. Jack was 2.5 when we moved back to Omaha.
Right. Eric lost his job in LA. And it was either let's try to find him another job where he can actually pay, the bills because our apartment in Long Beach was so expensive. And I worked at Wells Fargo as a teller, so I didn't make a whole bunch of money, but I loved it. I loved working there. But so when he lost his job, it was like, do we stay here and try to eke out a living for the three of us? Or Eric's parents had offered to move us back to here, to Omaha. They lived in Shelby, Iowa, where Eric grew up. which is about 45 minutes from Omaha. So they said, we'll pay for everything. You guys can stay with us until you find a place and Eric finds a job. So we thought, great, cool. You know, I didn't want to leave Long Beach, but I knew it was going to be better cost of living here. So, and Eric did too. We discussed it a lot and decided to move. And we've been here ever since. And it hasn't been smooth sailing for us ever, really. We haven't really had smooth sailing. There's always something going on, but you know, we
get through it.
We always get through it. We always make it through. Yeah. Even if we're talking and like I'm upset or worried about something, he always says, we always make it through somehow. And he's right.
Somehow we land on our feet.
Yeah. And it's true.
Yeah.
So yeah. That all of that turmoil and whatnot was worth it.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think so too.
Give me a kiss. Mwah. Okay. So yeah.
So that's what the first few years were like. What we did and
who we were.
Yeah.
I was going to school part-time. Eric was taking a class here and there with me. Yeah, it was interesting. Definitely.
Yeah.
But fun for the most part.
It was fun.
It's still
It was
fun.
a blast. I look back and
I know.
I don't really see bad times.
No, me neither. No, I see all the good times, all the fun times that we had, we were so intense with each other. We laughed so hard.
Oh my God, so much.
All the time. It was insane. But yeah, I mean, those are our first years of marriage.
And now we're at 27.
We're almost 30 years.
Yeah.
We're 28 years, I think, 29 years of being together. And in this May, 2026, will be our 25th wedding anniversary. So we've done something right. We've made it somehow.
We're still here.
Right? So, yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah, me too.
So that's it, I guess. That's it for the show, I guess, this time. Please, if you can, on all the socials, like, rate, review, subscribe at ilovethat.jackscrib, just the way it sounds. And if you want to email us, which we would love for you to email us questions or, you know, stuff like that, whatever thoughts, you can email us at ilovethat@jackscrib.com. So, yeah. Anything else?
That's what I can think of.
Okay. So I guess until next time, this has been I Love That. See you later.
Bye.